So with the midnight pre-patch for World of Warcraft, there is a new obtainable pet for hunters that is one of the coolest pets in the game in my opinion, and also happens to be a boss that is obtainable by all specs, so it's not an exotic pet. And you are going to be taming the Magmorax boss, which is a 3-headed lava hydra, and in my opinion one of the coolest parts about this is that because it's a boss from Dragonflight, the graphical quality of this pet is much higher than most other pets you'll see, especially if it's any pets from previous expansions. So besides this thing just being a really cool creature to go and tame, it also just has the graphical fidelity of the most modern of WoW expansions, and this is also incredibly easy to go solo tame in the pre-patch because this is a raid boss from Dragonflight, which you would normally think would be hard to go and do solo, but it's actually quite easy right now. And like mentioned, this is a raid boss from Dragonflight, but you don't have to be super geared to go do this. In fact, I did this on a time running character, so that's 102 item level. I didn't even go pick up the Rescue Wraps or anything like that, and it was still quite easy. There was nothing that even came close to killing me, and you could defeat most of the bosses pretty quickly, because you will have to defeat the first 6 bosses before you can go and tame this boss. So to obtain this pet, you're going to head over to the Dragon Isles. You're going to go to the Zaralek Caverns and you're going to enter the Aberrus raid. And I would also recommend, if you're just looking for this pet, make sure to turn it on normal difficulty on 10 man. That'll make it as easy as possible so you can get to Magmorax as quickly as possible. And once you've entered the raid, you're just going to go and clear out the first section of the raid, being the first 6 bosses. So that's Kazara the Hellforged, the Amalgamation Chamber, the Forgotten Experiments, Assault on the Zagali, Rashok the Elder, and the Vigilant Steward Zakarn. After you've defeated all 6 of those bosses, you'll then have this big drop down shaft in the room that you defeated Zakarn in. It'll take you down to the lava pit. There'll be a bunch of ads that spawn just some worms at the sides of the room. After you defeat all of those, Magmorax will swim up from the lava and you'll be able to fight him. Now all you're going to do here is just tame him. You don't have to worry about doing anything else. He really won't have a chance to kill you in the amount of time it takes to tame him. Now, if you're playing Beastmaster, or if you're planning on playing Beastmaster at any time in the future, you can, in this one run, tame the boss as many times as you want. So I'd recommend at least picking up 2 of this boss. You will have to wait, I think, like 10 or 15 seconds for the boss to respawn, but you're not defeating the boss, so no matter how many times you tame him, he will just respawn. And that's all you're going to need to do to have, in my opinion, one of the coolest pets in the game. Like I mentioned, this isn't an exotic pet, so any of the specs can go and get this and have this with them. A tamed Magmorax does have the Mortal Wounds effect as one of their abilities, so this will also be usable in PvP if you want to do that. But also keep in mind, for whatever reason, this pet tame is very loud. I think just because it's a boss, but you will hear it constantly stomping around. So keep that in mind. That may get annoying for some people. I personally didn't notice it that much, but easily one of the coolest and probably one of the most unique pets you can go obtain right now. And also, if you want to make this run a little bit faster, especially if you're on like a time running character, and if you've played at all during this final season of the War Within, you can go skip all of the quests to go get your Rescue Wraps cloak and put as many upgrades as you have into it, and that will massively increase the speed in which you can do this. The Rescue Wraps seem to have pretty crazy damage scaling in the pre-patch right now, so you can go do that if you want to make the run a bit easier, or maybe if you're on a hunter that wasn't a time running character that is potentially even lesser geared than those would be. But that's pretty much all I want to go over, so thanks for watching.